and discussions we've all had. This is old news, unless you have something new to add here. And even then, this is stuff that we've already carried. You're just wasting our time right now.
This ordinance would undermine the residential character and the expectations of people who live in the Flamingo Park neighborhood. Because of the interest which the people in that neighborhood have shown, it should be excluded. I would attach no significance to how many people are here today on one side or the other, none of whom can be allowed their 2 minutes under the previous ruling, because people have been here before, and they've expressed their views, and they've done so in emails. I encourage the board to delete and treat as a grandfathered application the Flamingo Park District.
Okay, does anybody want to follow up on that?
We'll vote on it.
Do we have anybody who wants to accept that amendment or second?
Second it.
Oh, Randy's.
I'm having doubts. I'll second it. Have a vote.
Okay, fine. Do we want to, let's take a roll call.
I'm
whether or
sorry.
not
Gary, you seconded the
Second the amendment.
deletion of,
I've been reading 60 emails, too.
okay.
so now
We all
let's-
have.
The motion is to delete Flamingo Park.
Okay.
And to include them in the grandfather area.
Okay,
It would be,
close it without saying.
would be automatically. That would happen automatically, right, Richard? Yeah.
Unless
Okay.
you took it out, right?
Okay.
Call the roll.
Call the roll. Mr. Weisberg.
No, you mean no.
What? I don't know.
No,
You better hear the amendment again.
The motion is, the motion is to delete Flamingo Park.
I don't want, sorry. Yes, I don't want to.
So he says
Okay,
no.
so he is
Saying
no.
no.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mr. Appel.
Yes.
Mr. Cooperman.
Yes.
Mr. Vatia.
Yes.
Okay, who am I missing? Oh. Mr. Stoller.
Yes.
Mr. Krasinski.
Mr. Krasinski.
Yes.
Mr. Fried.
No.
No. Okay, 5 to 2.
Adopted.
Congratulations, Mr. Stoller.
I think the congratulations go to the Flamingo Park. They do. The second proposed amendment simply seeks to address a couple of items that if I or somebody else had thought of them, I'm sure we would have included. On page 4 of the ordinance distributed today by Mr. Lorber, we need to say that the application by the owner, the would-be person who's going to rent to others on this basis, needs to specify what is the minimum lease term for which the short-term rental is being...
Mr. Stoller, as the maker of the motion, I accept your amendment.
Thank you.
Number
The
2.
amendment is number 2.
Amendment number 3 now.
Amendment number 2 on Mr. Stoller's list. I accept that.
Amendment number 3 is incorrectly titled.
Do we have a second?
Yes, I do.
Let's vote on it.
The whole.
Who, I'm sorry, who seconded?
No.
I can't see the faces from here.
It's me. but
George.
this is- He accepted his amendment.
Right.
So now
So
we're
it's
voting for the
it's
whole.
Oh,
all
okay.
part of the whole thing. So we got one more to go through.
Okay.
Approval's required, Henry?
That should be titled resort tax. I apologize for the mistake. Right now, the provision simply says, one short sentence, owners are subject to resort taxes for rentals under this section. By itself, that's a completely toothless tiger. I suggest that we add 2 sentences, failure to register for the payment of resort tax, if not already registered, within 30 calendar days after being granted the approval specified in subsection G above, shall automatically void that approval. In the event of failure to file timely resort tax returns or failure to pay timely all resort taxes due, the city shall proceed with the approval revocation process as provided in subsection G.
As the maker of the original motion, I'm comfortable with the original language.
Can we turn
I do too, second.
we have a vote?
I don't understand what you said, George.
He is accepting his amendment.
No, he's not.
he
No,
didn't.
he's not.
No, I said that as the maker of the motion, I am comfortable with the original staff language. As the maker of the motion, I do not feel that language needs to be elaborated.
Okay, so all right, so now we will vote on Frank's motion which will not include this language.
Wait, Mr. Chair,
Are we going to vote on this individually? We should.
are we on the ordinance as a whole now?
Wait,
No, the maker of the no.
I thought we were voting on these three
My
amendments
point is that the maker
individually.
of the motion did not accept your amendment.
Oh, fine. Well, then let's vote on it separately and see if it
Well, you
has,
need a
I will
second.
move it as an amendment then.
Do we have a
And see if it
second?
has a
Move it
second.
as an amendment.
We have no second.
It dies.
It dies.
Thank you.
Okay, now we're voting on the now we're voting on the
Main.
main thing in total.
Okay, I have a couple of questions on the applicability or some changes. I want to clarify that the date that's referred to is the effective date of the ordinance, not the adopted date that's referred to twice.
Yes.
I
And
would
that-
entertain
that's
an
something
opinion
that's-
from the chair, though.
They need
Does he think that the grandfathering should be lowered now to, because now we're talking about
The 8 years?
Flamingo District not being part of it?
I
it should be-
definitely
on the
think
staff,
that
maybe
the
it should be
grandfather, I
$2,000
think that anybody who's
$1,500.
paid resort tax and tried to,
distinguish between somebody who paid resort tax once because somebody broke a lease.
once
and
is
a
not
regular-
50%.
When you originally looked at this, you were
Right,
looking
so I
at it
think
to
if-
see, would it apply to
We would-
not
we
the
would-
Flamingo District?
We would
Sure.
recommend that the time frame be extended to 8 years, and it would be $3,000 over 8-year period in cumulative resort tax payments, or 50% of the resort tax in the last 2 years.
Okay, is that part of the amendment? So, okay. So it's-
And can we add the words
Is that, I didn't,
cumulative?
I'm sorry, was that part of
Right,
the?
so it's not just 2 years, so we're changing that, and that's
Yeah,
part of what we're
8
voting on,
years.
it's 8 years, not
Can
8
we
years.
add the words cumulative total
8
to
years, not 5,
clarify that it's
excuse me.
not,
Let's say total, I would suggest.
I'm the
Yeah.
maker of the motion. What do you want to add, Gary?
well, total anywhere in B.
In B.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Total of-
In both places, right?
Okay, can we call the question?
Just so we restate what the question is, it is the ordinance with Mr. Held's technical amendments, the changes in the grandfathering, and my amendment numbers 1 and 2.
Okay, call the question. All those in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Nay. I don't like you.
All right. That
Thank God.
passes.
On it goes.
We're done.
Next.
Let's hope the commission does it a little bit better than I think we did.
Hell, ignore it.
Thank you all. Thank you very much for your patience.
Under the assumption, which I may be incorrect, that,
Can you use your microphone, Randy?
under the assumption, which I may be incorrect, that the St. John's would be a quick rubber stamp, if that was the case, we may want to run through that very quickly.
I'm willing to take the St. John's quickly.
Mr.
This could be.
It's just an extension
No,
of
no,
time.
and when I
Okay,
say.
we have like
Alex.
17 people here since 3 o'clock.
You know,
This will be quick.
Well, they
That's why-
have been here since
So I'd
1:30.
like to make a motion to pass based on the staff's recommendation.
I second that motion.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Did that take too long, Alex?
See, Alex. Alex, you have to have some faith.
Anytime Randy wants to do that now.
You seconded, right?
What unit of billable time does that represent?
I'd like to say that the Mondrian Hotel is going to take equally a short time. All those in favor, say aye.
What's that?
I am, Mr. Chairman, I'm going to be passing some comments that we have received from neighboring
I'm going to count your 17
properties
people,
and
by the way.
condominium owners.
I'm counting.
Okay, would the city like to make its
What?
I
presentation?
will count it to 17.
Minimum lease.
Thank you.
Okay.
To 17. You said you had 17 people.
Do I-
Next time I have the email campaign.